Experience Singapore this summer with Chitty Holidays, Tamil Nadu's #1 travel company.
சிகிச்சை செலவுகள் பற்றி கவலையா? அவசர தேவைகளுக்கு எந்த கட்டணமும் இல்லாமல் மிலாப்பில் நிதி திரட்டலாம். பணம் கேட்பது கடினம், மிலாப் அதை எளிதாக்குகிறது.
The people in society used to say that personification of body parts is not right. I am talking about late Sridevi madam. You have personified about her thighs. Is that right?
For me, if a face attracts, thighs also can attract. When we went to see Sridevi dancing and song, no one went to see the mountains. We all went to see her thighs, you know.
But so because I don't think so. I don't think so. Everyone goes to see that.
I do.
Comment over a body shaming or kind of comments. Why do you want to do that?
Can you give an example?
I'll just show you. Nowhere in the world a man looks like this can be a superstar. I wonder what he can do. The God did to this team with Amy Jackson, I guess. This is completely body shaming, right? So I was really shocked to see RGB tweeting about body shaming of Mr.
I'm sure you have never seen any tweet like this ever in my entire thing.
No, not only this. I can even quote another tweet of Mr. Rajini. You have been comparing of Mr. Rajinikanth with Amitabh Bachchan, and you've been comparing, Rajini is doing with simply he can destroy the coronavirus. So why do you want to rumble with him?
No, one second.
No, there are many controversies around you. You make many films which is out of box. You think out of box, but sometimes you used to personify the body parts. She has something like that. He has something like that. Do you think that is right? The people in society used to say that personification of body parts is not right. I am talking about late Sridevi madam. You have personified about her thighs. Correct. Is that right?
See, I wouldn't say it if I don't think it's right, because I think it is basically doing injustice to God, because God created every part of your body for a certain function. And just to give importance to the face and not giving importance to thighs is like you are looking down upon something which belongs to the same body. That's how I look at it. Because we are taught, we've been programmed from our childhood to not say those things, and suddenly when someone says it, it becomes like we might feel just wearing a skirt is okay here, the skirt is not okay in some other country, and fully nude is okay in some other country. So I think it's differs from culture to culture, country to country, time to time. So this is me as a person. Yeah. So to answer your question straight, do you think it's right? I think it's extremely right. Yeah.
I want to say something about this. So I don't know why this discrimination between men and women, I'm talking about actors especially. So if we see, for example, Hrithik Roshan's abs are also a part of the body, but people are super excited and they don't glamorize when it's a guy who's working for their abs. But if an actress has beautiful thighs, I don't understand why people want to talk about it in a negative way.
But abs comes under fitness, right? He
Good
has six
thighs
legs.
also comes out of fitness.
But RGB personified as thunder thighs, I think so. Is it right?
Yes.
So that comes under that doesn't come under fitness, right?
Under fitness, that comes under attraction.
Yes.
Thunder thighs come under fitness.
Attraction. I mentioned it as an object of desire. For me, if a face attracts, thighs also can attract. So I disagree.
Any hero who has good abs, I would like it. I would definitely go and watch the film to see his abs. So why do we question about the girl's body parts, and why don't we forget about the guy's body parts? Let's be equal and talk about everybody equally.
Okay. You are often been seen as the liberal, right?
Yeah.
So, but often sometimes you used to see a comment over a body shaming or kind of comments. Why do you want to do that?
Can you give an example?
I'll just show you. I'll just show you a tweet of US of Mr. Rajinikanth. So nowhere in the world a man looks like this can be a superstar. I wonder what he can do. The God did to this team with Amy Jackson, I guess. Yeah. So why do you want to do that?
Just one second.
It's completely body shaming, right?
Yeah. See, that is a part of 5 or 6 series of tweets I put. Where
even so, body shaming is not acceptable, right?
See, first of all, to body shame Rajinikanth, I think the biggest joker in the also cannot do that. The point is, I don't know if it is a series of tweets I put, because many times I put tweets on Rajinikanth where I said he just defies all logic of what conventional industry believes and gives hope to millions of people.
That is all about movies.
No. I'm talking about that only.
But this is personally of our real life.
It is true, but I'm just like little. I want to know the context of this.
I think this is the only tweet I saw.
What is the year of this?
I think it is 2016, I guess. 16, 17, I guess. No, I just saw this tweet plain.
No,
I just got an image that Mr. RGV is doing a.
It is something very unlike. Can I have a seat once again?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
It's a snapshot of a tweet.
Yeah, I understand. Actually,
This is completely body shaming, right? So I was really shocked to see
I
RGB
am
tweeting
not-
about
I'm
body
very
shaming of
surprised. I'm
Mr. Rajini.
sure you have never seen any tweet like this ever in my entire thing. And I'm
No,
only
not
doing
only
it-
this. I can even quote another tweet of
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah, show
Rajini.
me, tell me.
You know, you have been comparing of Mr. Rajinikanth with Amitabh Bachchan, and you've been comparing, Rajini is doing with simply he can, he can destroy the coronavirus. So why do you want to rumble with him?
No, 1 second. See, that is a joke, like that's a part of the Rajini jokes of exaggerating his superpower, which everybody does, like the Chuck Norris.
But we used to see the jokes in SMS or WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But this is do you accept this kind of
No,
jokes?
no, absolutely, this I don't. I'm little
I think
perturbed with that. But what I said, I did that, but I did it in the context of the Rajini sir has some hundreds and hundreds of tweets many people make, which is exaggeration of the how big a star, how much power he has as a hero. So that is a part of that.
So do you feel sorry for this tweet?
Yeah, but I'm really wondering where that came from. I'm not saying I didn't put it. It looks like I put it, but it's not. It's not my character.
Okay, I thought you might have said my admin used to have posted this.
No, I don't.
You don't have admin. You don't have admin.
No.
Okay. Recent tweet of yours. Nothing murders love faster than marriage. The secret of happiness is to keep loving as long as it remains, and then move on instead of getting into jail called marriage.
Yeah.
Why do you call marriage a jail?
Yeah, because I experienced it.
There are many people,
I know,
still there and who are buried down. They have been happily
I
living.
am telling my opinion. See, anyone can only speak about.
Anyone can have bitter experience, the
their
sweetest experience, right?
Yeah.
So why do you want to make why do you call marriage a jail?
Because that's what I felt, and many of the people I know also felt the same.
It's come from your experiences.
Yeah.
Okay. There's been a still debate, in a common forums that the mass media, the cinema, the media, the prints and the newspapers are the contributors. The mere contributors for rape or social crimes. Do you think so?
I think the opposite is true. I mean, the whole thing is it's like saying, okay, I'll give you an example, a counter example. If you think a woman is looking sexy, and because of that the man's desire is rising, and which can sometimes go into the realm of crime. I would give an example. Now, just because someone is a very rich man and he has a car, that doesn't mean you can go and hit him and take the car away. So it's like saying that. So eventually, everyone has their wealth. It could be equality, it could be their looks, it could be their money, it could be their talent. So just to single out this element of that a desirous woman by the way she dresses or the way she looks can contribute to crime, I think it's a very lopsided argument.
They are not saying about the looks of the woman or the dresses of women. The way this movie portrays a woman, the way movie portrays a scene.
Yeah. But it's an extension of that eventually. See, for example, whether cinema can influence people in terms of the way it's made to commit anything, this is an argument which has been there, let us say, since 1910 when the movie camera was invented. But the violence was happening since Homo sapiens existed. So I don't think, in fact, cinema follows real life. I don't think real life ever follows cinema. Okay. We can't even hope to follow. Okay.
No, my question is, to be precise, the heroine used to dresses, very, low skirts or something like that. Whereas hero wears a full body shirt, full body pant. Even in the, if you are shooting a song in the Himalayas, the hero used to wear a full pant and a full shirt. But whereas the heroine used to wear a low skirt.
No, that's because all the
that is harassment, right?
No, that is because all the old heroes especially used to have paunches and big fat bodies, so they can't afford to wear those clothes. But now if you look at Tiger Shroff or any of the present heroes, they strip more than women.
But I'm asking, even if you're shooting in Alps, the heroine used to wear only low skirt.
Yeah, because
that's really harassment.
No, but of course it is harassing for the girl. Even in shooting, I know that heroines go through hell to be in cold, wearing exposing clothes, or in the rain and things like that. But the whole intention is to please the audience who's sitting in the comfort of a theatre.
But the movie contributes so, right?
See, nobody is going to watch Alps. People know that. See, when we went to see Sridevi dancing in song, no one went to see the mountains. We all went to see her thighs, But
so because I don't think so. I don't think so. Everyone goes to see that.
I do.
Okay, that's a short answer.
Yeah.
The movie's budget is heavily relied on the songs.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
used to go abroad and
Correct.
take spend time. Even if so, if the people watch us only for glamour, then we can shoot in a 10 into 10 room.
But that is the whole point. See, people spend money of going to foreign locations just because they can afford to, or they have the money. They waste money to shoot those. What you exactly
So
want
you call
to
it just
shoot.
waste of money.
100%.
Actually, 99% of films do that.
Mr. Bharati Raja made a film called Singapore Rojaka, and there is a scene in that when Sridevi gets off a bathtub, and she just walks. Almost the shot is in out focus when I recently saw it. Only for that shot I saw the film 7 times. But if the same shot was in Himalayas, I doubt I would have seen it even once.
Okay. So Naina, people used to talk about the films. The trailer has been released right now. So that you used to get some comments about the trailers and the sneak peek let about. So what are the comments you're receiving right now?
कब रिलीज है, वेयर, कौन सा हॉल, OTT या सिनेमा हॉल, थिएटर, वेटिंग, प्लीज
I
रिलीज
think you're being more diplomatic.
Yeah.
Is that a comment you really get?
Also.
Also.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the positive side.
एंड
No, I don't think he meant as a negative side. You see, it is, but the language will be far more stronger is what he is indicating. Yeah.
I have a comment to read to you, Mr. RJV. I read this comment below the trailer of Dangerous. Sorry, but I can't believe it's the same man who made movies like Shiva, Satya, Company, Rat, Vasastra, Kaun and many more. Interesting movies. I miss that Ram Gopal Varma. Who gave such marvels?
Yeah,
Do you wish to reply?
He's also first bencher.
Okay. So people used to expect the
Anyway,
movies
see,
like that.
now the point is, I told this answer millions of times so far. So I always made anything which I am excited. I am not here to make it for someone else's wish. Which films worked, which films didn't work is separate matter. But I always followed the pattern. Even when I made my first film, it was very unconventional for the times. If I think of the audience what they would like, I'll only have to follow the pattern of what seems to be running at that time. Anyway, that is my choice to make the kind of film I
Yes,
want.
definitely you have
It's
a
his choice of whether he wants to see it or
Yes,
not.
definitely you have a choice. But more set of fans of RGV like those kinds of movies like Satya and Ram.
I mean, but that is what I'm saying. The point is, you are talking about in retrospect. Like say, for example, when I made Shanak Shanam, that was a very big disaster. Now people forget it because after all these years, now they will discover it suddenly at some other time. So many things like that. But anyway, see, the point is, as long as I am clear, I'll only make what excites me at that time. So after that, there is nothing to discuss henceforth.
So, Naina, so what's your first film of RGV you have seen in theatre or OTT?
I've watched a lot of films of.
What first film of Mr. RGV?
I think I must have watched Rangila when I was a kid. TV पे हमेशा आता रहता था. So I must have watched Rangila and Dord and all those. Yes.
What about in the RGV's world?
My thriller, the short film released on RGV World.
You have made a films, in different genres. In making a movies, you used to have a different aspect of angle of watching a movie and watching a scene. Most probably you are using the explicit scene or obscene scene at more. Do you think the story demands so, or the audience demands?
But can you give me an example of
Any movies, the movies released in RGV world?
Yeah, but like what? I mean,
The obscene scene, obscene scene, explicit
First
scene.
of all, obscene as a word is a very subjective and relative word. Now, in the context of what film I am making at any point of time,
The naked,
what is it?
the naked.
Yeah, naked, for example. Yeah. So naked is about that. So naked is a context of a servant boy having a certain thing and how she uses him. And so the sexual aspect of it is very strong in that theme, and which is what on the subtext I have to capture it in the camera.
That is what the critics used to ask you. The story may demand some kind of explicit scene, but you are overruling the explicit scenes.
Overruling is whose view is the point. This is my view. The whole point of any filmmaker is he is making
So,
it in the
so you
view
think the
he
story
sees.
demands so?
I won't say demand. I choose to show it like that. For example, you take Rangila. Now it's a love story. There is no reason for Urmila to wear a short t-shirt and run in that. But it creates a visual layer, in my opinion. Some other director might not feel that. He might keep her completely covered. So that's a viewpoint of any particular filmmaker.
So Dangerous is releasing on theatres. Do you feel any uncomfortable situation or bitter experience in CBFC?
No. I was actually surprised with the ease they passed it, but I think it's mainly because of the way it is being treated, the film, and second, as a subject matter, they couldn't say object to it because of the Supreme Court ruling.
You have often made films about gangsters and films about Veerappan too. So what is your view about Veerappan, who is no more, and what about the views about the gangsters? There's been some critics over against you that you glorify the gangsters. So I just want to know about the view of Mr. Veerappan and the gangsters.
Fair enough. So glorify as a word for me is to take a stand that they are good. I mean that they are not what people think, or they should be despised. But I believe any person in real life is not good or bad. It is unless you study the circumstances from which where they came from, what they are as people. So if you are a psychopath, you are insane. Your mental condition is not good. Or you can have a certain gain, a political gain or a financial gain or something, or it could be revenge. Unless you look at it from the other side, I think to be judgmental about a person is fundamentally an irresponsible, which is the reason even in Satya, I took the story of human beings who happen to be in crime. So unless you see the human side of him, you can't judge him. You should not judge him, is my take.
So you might have researched about Veerappan, right? So according to you, the research you've done, the researchers who told the information, so what's your view about Veerappan?
About Veerappan?
Yeah, yes.
I think he's a completely born and became what he became out of circumstances and a total failure of the system, which did not, because anytime a person is unpredictable, it becomes very difficult for the system to grapple with him. So the unusualness of him being in a jungle, and the police are not used to going to the jungle to apprehend a criminal, which he took advantage, also the difference between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and jumping the jungles. So I think there's too long research I know to tell in an interview. Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you all. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Experience Singapore this summer with Chitty Holidays, Tamil Nadu's #1 travel company.
சிகிச்சை செலவுகள் பற்றி கவலையா? அவசர தேவைகளுக்கு எந்த கட்டணமும் இல்லாமல் மிலாப்பில் நிதி திரட்டலாம். பணம் கேட்பது கடினம், மிலாப்பதை எளிதாக்குகிறது.